It's an honor today to our guest, Mr. Ibrahim. Actually, he's an author. He has written different books, one of them being Allergic to Followership. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm your host, Dennis Kamau.
Polo, co-host.
Yeah, and our guest, Mr. Ibrahim. So, you can tell our audience something.
Okay, my names are Ibrahim Orenge. I'm an author of 3 books. I've written 3 books, one of which is called Allergic to Followership. It's all about self-discovery and living with purpose and leadership. And another book is about minimalist money. It's called Minimalist Money is all about investments and businesses. And the last book is called Life and Business Simplified. Life and Business Simplified, it means like you don't need to become a big person for you to start a business. This is a perspective that we're being given that you have to get to a certain age, like 20 years before you can start a business, before you can start thinking about big things. I think that perception is wrong. You really, once you understand who you are, you can start a business at an early age. You can start a business at any age. You don't need to follow what the society tells you. Thank you so much.
You can start a business at any age and
Exactly.
also without money, right? Or with a small amount of money.
Exactly. So when it comes to start a business, business is not about selling or buying. Once you don't have money in your pocket, ensure you have good tongue, because words and communication, they will take you far, because all that I've come to learn this far is relationships are the ones that sustains a business. Because most of the people, they wait to get the money. That's when they can start of thinking of investing or starting a business. And that's where a lot of people, they go wrong and they end up losing their money, maybe in a wrong investment or such kind of stuff. What I do believe in, starting a business is all about the courage. Once you have the courage, like you're going to do a certain thing, that you have spent a little bit more time, because you're going to do a certain niche, you have to focus in doing a specific thing. You find like some people are, today they are doing something else, tomorrow they are doing something else. They're just jumping here and there, of which that is really not a good thing. Once you focus in a certain niche, you spend most of your time, you master that niche. I will give you an instance. Imagine you're watching a football in a stadium, and after the football ends, you go, let's say, to the restaurant to eat, because now at that time you've shouted in the stadium, you've spent a lot of energy. Now you are hungry and you're hungry and you're going to eat. At that point, once you approach a restaurant, what do you expect? Is to get the meal, right? Because you're going to pay for it. It's a value. You trust the chef that is going to come with an incredible meal. But once you get to the restaurant, you come to find like the chef has not mastered his skill. Like he is asking you, should I put this, what amount of sugar you need, and all of these unnecessary questions. I think like it's really very important for mastery. And mastery happens once you do a certain thing for a long period of time. Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked of business. Anyway, our topic of today is don't fake what can be real. I watched a video of yours, and the one you sent to me actually, and it really inspired me, because I can say I have lots of friends who fake, but when it comes to faking, I was once a victim. Yeah, and I used to fake. Sometimes I even find myself faking things that can be real, like you want to portray something that you have not achieved yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what do you understand about this thing to do with faking and
Okay, about faking life, I say you don't need to fake anything that can be real.
okay.
Anything that is on earth, it has been achieved by people who are like you. But the only thing is they spent a little bit more time in building their reputation and their credibility. Because anything you earn, anything, there is nothing that is being given just for free. Anything is everything. Everything is totally being earned. And most people, faking life, it comes with looking for shortcuts. You come to find like there is a pressure that the society gives us as youths that has defined success to own cars, the private jets that we see on the internet, the big mansions, and all of these things now they define success, of which that is a wrong definition of success. Because I do believe success without fulfillment is more worse than failure. I will tell you an instance, my friend.
Can you repeat that?
Success without fulfillment is more worse than failure. Here is why. Right now, we know the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, a very old politician in Kenya.
Sure.
If I ask you, what is Raila looking for? He has the influence, he has the relationships, he has the investments, he has everything, he has the money.
The network as well.
He has the network and he has everything. So if I ask you today, what is Raila looking for? What is Cristiano Ronaldo looking for? And this is why you come to find a lot of people, they remove fulfillment from the bracket, or a lot of people you come to find like they chase success thinking like success, like achieving physical things is going to give them fulfillment. Because at the end of the day, everything that every person is looking for is what we call fulfillment. Like you want to feel fulfilled. That is what every person is chasing for. And you come to find like we think physical things like houses, nice cars, and a lot of money in the bank, these are things that are going to give us success. But at the end of the day, physical stuffs, physical assets, they will not give you success. Because I will tell you, Mr. Dennis, if you have 2 hours to live, let's say like you're remaining with only 2 hours to live, what will you be thinking about? You can't think about your investment within 2 hours, right?
Sure.
You can't think about going to Kenya because 2 hours is very little. You can't get even to Kenya at that point. And at this point, you'll come to find like the thing that you've been looking for all of your time, it won't make sense in that instance. Because here you're facing death. And at this point, the thing that you'll be looking for is peace with yourself. And peace is the extreme, because even the good book do say, Jesus Christ called himself as the peace giver. He's the Prince of Peace. And peace, you can't get peace by achieving physical assets. You get peace by getting fulfilled. And getting fulfilled is when you come to understand that there is nothing out there. These the fancy cars, the big houses. We think like once I get a big car, I will get fulfillment. I'll get the respect from people. And that's why we are hurting today. You come to find young people, you come to find youths, they are battling with depression, they are battling with pressure, they are battling with high blood pressure. You come to find like blood is rising and falling into their bodies as if they are cooking something inside their bodies, of which these things, they are truly unnecessary. Youths, we don't need to fake anything that by time we can achieve. I don't need to go and start snapping myself behind someone else's vehicle and call it my new car and all of these things. That
my new whip.
My new whatever. Those things are just, you're wasting your time. That time that you're wasting snapping yourself around someone's car, spend that time in learning a certain skill. Because the first of it all, you must master a skill. Then that skill, you'll trade it to get an earned income. Once you get an earned income, that income you'll put it into an investment. Because the only way money multiplies is through investments.
Investment.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Paul, you want to say something?
According to your experience, why do you think is the reason behind why people want to fake things or want to fake their life?
According to my experience, I've come to learn people, they fake because of fearing rejection. Because rejection is the most difficult thing that a person can ever face. And we've come to think like, I will give an instance, let's say you are posting on Facebook or on Instagram, and you find like, once you post a feed, you are getting 2 likes, 5 likes, or 10 likes. You know, you'll come to feel like, how do people think about me?
The societal pressure.
The pressure that comes from the society. You'll come to think like, people don't like my picture maybe because I don't wear branded clothes, maybe because I don't wear branded shoes. And all of these are just your assumptions. You're putting yourself into a scenario that even maybe people are thinking about different things, but as individuals, we are thinking of, we are we have not gotten to a level of success because we've not achieved physical stuffs. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been in a situation whereby you faked life instead of being authentic?
I will tell you the good thing about me. I matured at a very young age because I remember from the family where I come from, I'm an elder son, and I spent a lot of time with my father in his business venture. And during this time, I remember when I was 5 years old, when I was 6 years old, I used to go with my dad to work. And at that time, I could see the sweat of my dad. And this is what I will tell every parent, at least show your children what you're doing, the hustle that you're doing. Let your children see while you are sweating. Let your children see while you are bargaining. Let them see that reality of life. Because you'll come to build a perspective into their mind. They will come to understand the reality of life at an early age. You come to find like most people, they've not seen that reality of life at an early age. They come to see the reality of life immediately they finish campus, or immediately they start to find themselves like there is nobody who is supporting them. And that's when you come to find like you've wasted time, you don't have time, your colleagues have earned, your colleagues are owning houses or something. Now you feel that pressure, you come to find yourself now you're faking. The good thing about me is I started business at an early age, and that one saved me a lot because the first time I'm starting business, I was 17 years old. And the kind of business that I was doing, it was a business that most of people, they underrated because I was selling meat at that time. And that time I'm selling meat, I'm also in school because I used to sell meat when I was in school holidays. I mean during the half terms and during the long holidays while in high school. So some of the high school, some of my colleagues in school, some of my classmates and schoolmates, they got me selling meat. And now they nickname me. Now, you know, you are in school, but they nickname you, they give you all these kinds of nicknames, you understand? So that thing, at least, that seeing my dad hustling, that thing gave me that perspective in life that the reality comes or success comes with facing the reality.
Because when you talk of people are giving you names, for me, I started welding when I was in Form 1. So, yeah, the background of welding, I'm an engineer. Yeah, so the background of welding started when I was in Form 1. And since Form 1, people knew that Dennis usually do welding and stuff. So in school, they used to call me Shomelea, you know, because I had this Kikuyu accent. So they were just calling me Shomelea. And I remember when I was in Form 4, my teacher asked me, like she was the class teacher. So she asked me, after the Form 4, whatever, the Form 4 exam, what will you go and do? And I said, I'm gonna go and do something to do with electrical and electronics engineering. And she said, like, she paused like 5 seconds and she said, no, Dennis, just continue doing welding. For her, she knew the reality that it's outside there. Yeah. And since I had this foundation of welding, she told me, this is a free advice I'm giving you. Just continue doing the welding you're doing. The other things will come later. And right now, my friend, welding is the one that is keeping me here in Qatar.
Wow, congratulations. Because you can see from your side, at least you knew whatever you wanted at an early age. And that's why I'm telling that it's really very best and it's really very important to know what you want at an early age. Because once you know what you want at an early age, it will separate you from this unnecessary pressure. Because you'll be like, you've seen the reality of life. Like, you know, what I know from my experience, the first thing that happens when God wants to help an individual, he connects you with the right people.
Yeah.
And also, he travels with your mind. Like the mind first, you begin to see the things that the people maybe who are surrounding you, they are not seeing. Like your mind goes, then your body follows. The body only follows where the mind has gone. You come to find like your mind is on a different world. And when you are explaining to your friends, they can't understand what you're trying to do because you're the one with all of these imaginations. You're the one with all of these dreams. And you're the one who knows what you want in life. So knowing what you want in life at an early age, it's really a very important thing someone can have in life. Yeah.
All right. And do you think that social media has made it or has made people to really, or it has made it hard for people to accept the real thing about themselves? Like, because there is a lot of right now we have more than, I think, 10 social medias where people are posting fake pictures. I mean, we have also AI, which is enhancing pictures as well. People will take pictures but put a different background, and you might think that person is in that area that the picture was taken, but in real sense that person is still in their local place. Do you think it has made it harder for people to accept their real life and to live as real people?
Exactly. So for when I came to know Mr. Dennis and I, we have something in common. And that thing in common is like we are realistic, okay? And he came to know me through a video that I posted on TikTok. And when I posted that video, I was really very touched. Because that time, Mr. Dennis, I was in a meeting. It was very evening. And during the meeting, I didn't get whatever I wanted. Like, I was in the meeting, I tried to bargain, and all of these stuff. So you understand what happens in the boardroom. And the guy told me, I will contact you at night. Okay? So I'm in the vehicle. It was around 10 p.m. I'm waiting for the guy to call me because now I'm just hoping that he will call me. And my phone rang that time. I picked my phone. I thought it was that guy because I was waiting for that call because it was a tender and they were closing the next day. So immediately I knew, like, once I get a communication from him, I will know, like, that tomorrow I will get that tender. So while I was waiting for his call, a call came from to my phone. When I was picking the phone is when I came to get it was my friend who was calling. So I picked the call. Hello. And he was asking for a loan and
a favor.
He was asking for a favor. And this favor came around around some 20 minutes ago while I was in the car actually. I had liked her photos on the Instagram because I saw her in the UK flexing, renting cars and so on. So I replied, I commented to her photo, you see. And when I commented to her photo, that's when she remembered that she has a friend in Qatar. So immediately she's calling me, hello Ibra, I need 500 reals.
Oh
and
my
I need
God.
it immediately. So I asked her, are you still in the UK or you're back in Qatar? No, I'm planning to come in Qatar. I just my cards are not working. I don't know what is happening. And I was like, why should youths put all kinds of unnecessary pressure on themselves so that to please others, to get the likes? By the way, it comes to the likes.
The microphone.
I've come to find, like, a lot of people today, they are buying even clothes, branded clothes, not that they like those clothes, but they think like, once I wear this cloth, people are going to like me. Once I wear a branded shoe, people are going to like me. I'm going to get a lot of a lot of likes. And it comes with acceptance. Like, we've not accepted who we are. And we think like, once we get the likes, because when the social media was being designed, they brought in engineers to make it as more addictive as it is right now. Because I understand social media is very addictive.
Yeah.
And this thing, everything on social media is being designed.
It's like dopamine as well.
Exactly. Everything is being designed and everything happens with a purpose. And if you come to ask, how do these people make money? They make money from you. Because if you're not paying for using your social media, unfortunately, you are the product. And the product is like, once you post that picture, people are going to like your pictures. And once you get few likes, you're going to see like people have rejected you. And rejection for a man can hold it, but mostly for women, they cannot hold rejection. Because how God created us, how God designed us, as men, we are designed to work hard, to face the reality. You come to find. And in that facing the reality, you'll come to find a lot of rejections. Like, okay, for my instance, I'm in sales and marketing. And in sales, we find more rejections. Because you can approach somebody, they will tell you a no. And once you get a no, that thing hits very differently. you'll feel like, why is it so? And tomorrow again, you'll try. They will say, I know, and I know, and I know. That one, as men, we can hold it. But for women, they cannot hold it. And that's why today, women, they fake more than men. Actually, women, they fake more than men. Because they can't hold that rejection. It's the fear of being rejected. They just need to be accepted. Because once you're being accepted by the society, once you're being accepted by people, you'll feel comfortable, you'll feel like you are connected with people.
When you say something to do with rejection, I've been rejected severally, so
It's normal.
you all know what I mean. So, and most I have met different people and different guys. If I ask them, why do you act this way, why do you like changing this and this and this, they say, I'm not toxic, but they taught me to be toxic. Like, I have been rejected severally, and this has led to this and this and this and this. So I don't know what you can advise someone who maybe faces a lot of rejection and he chooses to go to a different path that he wasn't meant for. I don't know if you're getting my point. You'll find somebody, he or she has been rejected, and now, since he has been rejected, he chooses to go to a different path.
Yeah, okay. That one, I'll come to tell you. I'll give you a story. For example, there was a man from a town where I come from. This man was a drunkard. And when this man arrived at home, at any time, he arrives at home, the only thing he could do is just conflicts, fighting, and so on. So you come to find, like, these children, they grew with that
Trauma.
feeling, that trauma, like they were traumatized. They've never been loved. They don't understand love. And these are the kind of people, once you meet them and you tell them, I love you, they don't know how to respond. They don't know how to react. Like, they will have these questions in their mind. Is this guy trying to heartbreak me again? Is this guy trying to play with my emotions? Like, these people, they are living with fear. Like, they were left with a wound inside their heart.
Yeah.
And this wound has created a different perspective in their lives. These people, they can't trust again. And life, if you can't trust people, you need to have even one person in your life that you can trust them with your story, that you can talk to them once you feel like things are not the way they should be. And lacking these people, finding yourself being isolated in a certain place, because the worst thing that can ever happen to a human being is the isolation. And that's why once a person does something that the society takes to be immoral, or something that the society doesn't agree with, they will isolate him. They will take him to prison. So once they take somebody to prison, that is a punishment. Because once a human being, once a person is being isolated from the rest of the people, that is a painful punishment that can happen to a person. They will put him, let's say, in a cell of 5 people or 3 people. And if this person doesn't change, they will keep on isolating him until he remains alone in a isolated room. And at that point, that is the lowest point anybody can ever feel in, can ever experience in life.
Because when you say something to do with being isolated, I truly feel it, because sometimes, if you start crying right now, I don't know how I can just I don't know how I can tell you so that you can feel better. I'm not a good nurse, let me say that. I even took a nursing assistant course so that I could truly know how to nurse a person. When someone, let's say your patient is feeling, he or she is not feeling okay, you need to nurse this guy so that she can feel like, yeah, somebody's taking care of me. And I truly didn't achieve that. Even right now, I don't know how to react when somebody start crying in front of me. So yeah. Because I think I grew up in this environment whereby if I was to cry, my friend, oh my God, no, hakuna mtu atakubembeleza. Yeah, that's how I grew up. Like, if you cry, something that is nearby, somebody can even throw it to you. Unalia kwa nini,
Yeah.
So what is one real thing about you, by the way?
Okay, the real thing about me is self-discovery. I discovered my potentials, and immediately I discovered my potential. Once I discovered who I was as a person, I started working on self-improvement. Self-improvement, what do I mean? If you ever find yourself, you are trying to each yourself to tell people who you are, that is low self-esteem. The people have not worked on themselves. These people, they have not accepted themselves. Like, once you come to find, like, a person, he's itching to tell who he is or who she is. There's some people, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Have you ever seen such kind of people?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the CEO somewhere, I'm the business elite somewhere, I'm so and so. All of these things are unnecessary. And these things, they come with the self-esteem. Like, you've not accepted who you are as a person. If you accept who you are as a person, and that is a formula that I've been using all of my life, because I've started business at a young age, I've been rejected more than once. Is a normal thing that can happen to any human being, and I've accepted the reality, and I started working on myself from the inside to the outside. I worked on myself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and even financially, because some other things, if you're not well off financially also, some people, they will see you as a failure, and so on and so on. So you have to create a system that reminds you who you are. You have to create a system that reminds you of the past, because you can't know where you're heading if you don't know where you are coming from. Yeah, exactly.
Where you're coming from? You need to know your past. Oh my God.
Exactly.
The quote I usually use more oftenly, it's you can't know where you're going without knowing where you are.
Yeah, that's true.
So it changed my perspective when you said you can't know where you're going if you don't know where you are.
You're coming from. Where you're coming from. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I got it.
So that it helped me to be real. Because once you know who you are, and once you have a dream, because sometimes it's good to dream. You know, once you dream, it's all about having faith, because dreams are not seen, right? But dreams are realities. Like, you have to bring this spiritual reality into manifestation, into a physical reality. And bringing it into a physical reality, you need what it's being called power. For any dream to come into reality, you need power. And the power is what comes from God. Because I will give you an instance. Let's say your phone is running out of charge. What do you need? You need a charger, right?
Yeah.
And the charger for the phone to charge, what do you need? You need power. Let's say your socket is in the extension, maybe on the wall. You need to connect your charger from the wall through the cable to the phone. So that source of electricity, let's call it like, that is God, okay? And the phone, this is you. You are running out of power. You don't have the energy. And the cable, that is faith. So faith is the one that connects the power from the source to the person. And most people, through lacking faith, like they've not worked on their spiritual life. Most people, they have trivialized this path. They have taken it as a granted. And this is the most important part in a human being, because we are spirits. The good book do say we were created in the resemblance of God. And that doesn't mean like God is black like me or God is white like somebody else. That is not the context. The context is like we were created to function like God, because God is a spirit, meaning even human beings are spirits. So you come to find the way we are created, we exist in 3 dimensions. Number 1 is the spirit, number 2 is the soul, number 3 is the body. The spirit is what God placed inside us. You understand? And this spirit, once a person dies, what happens is God takes the spirit and the body remains without form. The body cannot exist without the spirit. And the soul, it consists of the mind, the emotions, and the will. The mind is being divided because there is a difference between the mind and the brain. The brain is a physical organ. The mind cannot be seen. You cannot touch it. The mind is being divided into 2. There is a conscious mind and there is a subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the smallest part of the mind that controls the conscious mind. The subconscious mind is the thing that makes you like to wear your clothes, your trouser from the downside instead of wearing from the top. Because that thing, that routine, you get, you're being used like, okay, the shirt I will wear from the upside, the trouser I will wear from the downside. That is your subconscious. Like it doesn't need you to anything. Like it powers itself. And on the other side, the emotions, these are the things that will make you fall in love. The emotion will, and they are very strong, by the way. Emotions are very strong. Emotions are the things that will make you to buy a shoe after seeing an advertisement on the social media. Emotion will make you fight somebody because they've made you angry. And emotions are the things that are making people to fake life because they feel more than they think. Once you feel more than you think, you're going to find yourself making wrong decisions, making life-destroying decisions. Because once you fake life, you are cheating yourself. And the bad thing you can ever do to yourself is cheating yourself. You lie yourself. You know that this is not the reality, and you're keeping on doing it. Because this thing, it will make your mind to sleep. Because you're not facing the reality. The mind, once you face the reality, once you face anything that is difficult, the mind will wake up. It will begin to work. But once you start looking for shortcuts, the mind will not reach to the full capacity. And that is why all of these things are happening.
So faking things, you're saying faking things makes you be far away from your success or something like that, right?
Yeah, because faking life is making, by the faking life is very expensive. By the faking life is very expensive than living a reality life, because it will cost you too much money to fake life than to live a reality.
Let's say
there's this shoe that every youth now wants to wear.
Yeah.
What is that shoe?
Samba.
Samba,
yeah,
exactly.
Adidas.
And
Yeah,
so
you know.
I was looking at my shoe today, and I was saying, why, what is this thing with the Samba? Why can you just wear Atigo and just walk freely without even showing up? Like, yeah, or even if you have to buy Samba, just buy Samba and don't show it up. Just let it stay in the house until that day you feel like you want to wear it. It's not a must, like, okay, now because everybody is wearing Samba, I should wear Samba. Try Atigo. Try Atigo and walk freely. That's being real.
When you say that, so the price of Samba, when we calculate it in Kenya shillings, is something like 20,000 Kenya shillings.
Okay.
And when it comes to Qatari Real, let's say something to do with 400 to 500 Real.
Yeah.
And also, I saw a meme today. Somebody is saying, I don't know how it's possible for me to transfer 500 shillings from my Android to an iPhone. So I think you get the point. You get the joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So for me, someone who is purchasing a Samba which is worth 20,000,
Yeah.
is calling you, Dennis, I need 2K urgently. Naza kutoa. Manze, you feel like no. You have bought a Samba of 20,000, but you are asking for 500. Like, what are you doing with the money? Just showing off?
I think we should normalize how to convert a QR into Kenya shillings. That's when now the sub-questions might comes back and you're like...
When you convert, bro, you won't eat, man.
You won't just imagine 150 Qatar reals. How much is that back in Kenya?
That's a lot of money.
That's 5,000,
You
man.
know what? Today,
That's
if you go on my Instagram, you'll never find me wearing a branded shoe, by the way, or even a branded shirt or something. By the way, you'll come to realize I wear plain shirts because I learned this at an early age that, you know, I work in marketing, so I understand how we do these things.
Yeah.
In marketing, we make people to fall in love with whatever we are selling. So in marketing, you have to deal with the emotion part of a human being. Because once it comes to logic, somebody is going to think they will make an upright decision. But once somebody feels more than they think, of course they are going to make a wrong decision.
Yeah.
So I do believe, like, in marketing a brand like Samba, they have created this fascination into the mind of people. Someone thinks like, if I get Samba, I will be liked. Or if I get Samba, people, they will see me, I'm on a different class, of which that is wrong. I will give you by there an example. You've reminded me about a story of my friend. There is a friend of mine who thought like having a nice car will make him will make him to be accepted by the society.
And the
So
ladies.
what he did, by the way, is and to be liked by the ladies. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
guy is not treating people nicely,
Mhm.
but he thinks like once he get a good car, people they will respect him. Do
The
you know why?
assumptions. Mhm.
Do you know what he did? He went and purchased this. Okay, he got the job. After getting the job, he took the loan and bought this vehicle
Oh my God.
on a loan basis. By the way, he bought this vehicle on a loan basis. And immediately after buying this vehicle, he thought like the vehicle could give him satisfaction. At the end of the day, the vehicle didn't give him satisfaction because immediately achieved the vehicle, he started thinking of a different vehicle. Because the first time, of course, he bought a Toyota. And he started thinking, no, it's not a Toyota. I need something more advanced.
More advanced.
And he sold the first Toyota. He went for something advanced because everything is happening well. The job is stable and so on. So again, after selling the first vehicle, he went for the second vehicle.
Without paying the loan?
No, he had cleared the first loan. Many years has gone. Now he went like he's upgrading. You get everything is happening normally in his life. So until he lost his job, before clearing the second loan. Before clearing the second loan for the second vehicle. So after him losing the job, that is when he got into reality. Like he doesn't have any investments or any cash flow that is bringing money to his pocket. Whatever he thought like could give him that comfort, of which it was a car, at the end of the time, during that moment, that car could not give him peace. By the way, he ended up losing that car because people, they were admiring his car, but not respecting him. Imagine in his mind, he thought, if I afford the car, people are going to respect me. Immediately he got the car, people, they were admiring his car. So-and-so has a nice car. Have you seen the car he came with? That is a nice car any person can ever own. But that respect, he didn't get that respect. Because having this kind of things like, okay, once I get successful, I'm going to be respected with people. You're going to get people who they say, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. They will not correct you when you're wrong. This is where it's really very risky to stay in this kind of life. Because like having people who just say, yes, sir. Anything you say, they will call you fancy names. And at this point, people are very wise. They will switch you. They will call you nice names. And all of these people and all of these things, and you'll feel, this is now the acceptance that I wanted. And at the end of the day, it's not the acceptance. They are doing that to you, and you'll find yourself giving the secrets that you are not even supposed to give because you just felt emotional. Like, okay, they will call you, you are the lion, you are the king. Like this, you are the area. The people talk good about
Counselor.
you.
Chief.
Counselor, chief. And they know how to do all of these stuff.
If
But during your downfall, these are the first people who will laugh at you. They don't care like you've fallen. They don't care that you are undergoing depression during that time. That is when these people are going to laugh at you. And they don't care.
Yeah, if you're wearing Samba, they call you Simba.
Simba.
Yeah,
actually.
so actually, the reason I love most of my friends, it's because they are very authentic. Very authentic. If I do something, maybe a mistake, they usually say, man, you are just doing stupid thing. Like they give you the reality, the real thing. You'll become angry, but you'll change.
Yeah, sure.
Let's say you have misbehaved. They won't tolerate you.
Yeah.
They will tell you, you know what, you are doing this and this and this, and kindly just try to change. To change.
Yeah.
A certain friend of mine just told me, manze mtu wa reactive mbele ya wageni, and I was like, hey, nimechoma, umechoma. So like he just told me, you should not react like that.
Okay.
The words that you just spitted outside there, zimekunyima heshima, and I said, we. That's how we sorted the issue by just saying we, So what are the signs that somebody is real?
Come back again.
What are the signs that somebody is real?
What are the signs that somebody is real?
Based on your experience.
Okay, I will tell you. Once the lions walk, it doesn't need to tell people I'm the lion. Right? Because people, they will just know.
It doesn't have to catwalk.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. People are not foolish. Let me tell you, people are wise out here. And they know the real. They can sense. People, they can feel authenticity and they can discern anything that is fake. Let me tell you, if you are a designer, let's say you are designing shoes, And in the shoes market, we have the real one and the counterfeit, right? You know, if you take those shoes, two of them, to the maker or the manufacturer, he can spot the real one and the fake one.
But to the manufacturer.
To the manufacturer. Okay.
What about the consumers?
I want to bring you there to the manufacturer, because there is a sign of authenticity. And the sign of authenticity, how you come to know a person is real, is that self-acceptance. Like you have accepted yourself. People, they are not accepting themselves. And that's why they are trying to, this thing,
to fake life every day.
It's good, but you have to be careful. This thing, I must make it. Because we've seen on the internet, people are calling themselves millionaire. People are calling themselves billionaires. I hope they understand a millionaire is not a person who has won the lottery over the weekend.
Sure.
Because a millionaire is a person who has a thinking capacity to hold that such a amount of money, right? And also, he has the system and the structure to replenish and reproduce that amount of money. And also around them, they have a circle, they have friends, they have relationships that are also millionaires. Now you come to find like somebody has won 1 million over the weekend in the lottery, they call themselves millionaires, and they don't have the mindset or they don't have the thinking capacity to hold such amount of money. You know what will happen next? Their thinking capacity will tell them, go organize a bash, go finance something, go take somebody out, go and take, because you will spoil that money with unnecessary, you'll spoil that money with decisions that are truly very unnecessary. And that is because of lacking the authenticity. Like, okay, it's really very easy to copy paste something than to build something original. Like you come to find like it's easy to copy paste something, you'll just copy, right? Than to pioneer something, because pioneering is very hard. Once you look in history, when the Wright brothers, they were coming with the idea of making the plane, people, they laughed at them because they had this idea in their mindset. Imagine it was not a reality. They were imagining of a tube that can carry passengers on air from one continent into another. And people, they were telling them, you're crazy. How will this thing happen? How will a pipe carry people inside and come from Africa to Europe?
There are no roads.
It was impossible.
Dry land.
But these people, and that's why I'm telling you, a mind is a very powerful tool. And this mind, the people mostly who are faking things, they don't use, they have not identified the power that is in the mind. Because anything that you think about, you have the ability to actualize it. The only thing that it will take you is consistency, persistency, and discipline. And most of the people, this is not what path they want to follow. They want to take shortcuts. I'll tell you an instance. You come to find like there's some people today who can play a good football than Cristiano Ronaldo, right? But what makes the difference is because Cristiano Ronaldo has spent time and sacrifice in building his career, in building his influence, in building his credibility. And that's why whenever Cristiano Ronaldo goes, influence follows him. Because you can't fake influence. You can fake a lot of things, but influence you cannot fake. And influence, it comes from people discerning. Because people, they will discern. People, they will know the real thing and the fake thing. Let me tell you, people, they know. They know. They know the real thing and the fake thing. And once they know that you are faking it, they will try their level best to prove you wrong. One day, I was back at home, and it was during 2022 election, by the way, some days before the election. And there is a guy who is a cattle seller in my village. And that guy is really a very stingy guy. People, they know him everywhere. Like, he's a person who can't buy you even tea in a hotel that costs, let's say, 1 real. And this guy, during the meeting, there was a fundraising for a church, and a lot of politicians came. And when politicians came, they were giving envelopes. You understand how politicians do their things. They were giving 100,000, 200,000. And this guy felt like he went and sit in the front, in the front line, in the VIP area, during the fundraising. And you can't sit in the VIP area if you don't belong into that caliber. So this guy, the MC, called him to speak. Okay, he called him to speak for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes to give something to people.
Yeah.
And once this guy stood into the stage, you know what he said? I will donate 100,000. And people, they were shocked. Hey, where is this guy going to get this amount of money? Is he going to sell his
If
wife?
he has it, is he really going to donate or just...
Or is he going, is going to sell his children? Where is he going to get this money? Because he's a stingy guy. Yes, he's a trader, but he's a stingy guy. He doesn't give money that easily. You know, he ended up getting into conflict with his wife because of trying to put himself into a level
to
where
portray
he
himself.
belong.
Exactly.
Because you've stood before people, you've given a promise that you know very well you can't achieve. I think that is a really bad thing that most of the people they do. And you know, once people they discern that you are lying, they will push you to prove that point. They will clap for you. They will call you senior, so that you get
the motivation.
Yeah, you get that motivation.
You get gaslighted.
And once you become emotional, you're going to give that money.
Can we call it manipulation?
So okay, this guy, he gave the money without asking his wife, because you know, once you're married, there's some decisions you can't make just instantly. You have to sit down with your wife and say, honey, I'm going to give a certain amount of money to a corporation or
To a
let's say
church.
a fundraising event, or to a church. You have to discuss with your wife, because you know, finances are very important. They play a very huge role in a family. So this guy, he has just gotten himself from just anywhere, and because he saw politician giving, he thought like he was in the same level
Category.
and he went there, he promised to give, and at the end of the day, by the way, he paid the money, but he lost his family. There was a conflict, but later on, I think his wife came back. But that thing, it's really very unnecessary.
And painful as well
And
to the
painful.
family.
Yeah,
Also
sure.
to him. You said something to do with people accepting whom they are.
Yeah.
There's a book I'm reading right now, and the lady that we hosted on our previous episode, I guess you have seen the video.
Yeah,
Her
I
name
saw
is
it.
Haifa.
Yeah.
And
She's
there's
an author as well, right?
under the 100 lessons that she has learned, she says something like, accept who you are.
Yeah.
And this really impacted my life. Like, I felt like sometimes I usually accept whom I am, but sometimes I don't accept. And it's the second time I have heard of this point, and I need to put it in place. By the way, do you think that culture usually influences people to be fake or to fake things?
Okay, culture.
And the environment, by the way.
And environment. I will tell you something.
Sure.
Being on a right environment will save you a lot. Like being around people who are thinking like you, being around people who are having visions like the visions that you have. Because at the end of the day, you people as a group, as a circle, you'll be encouraging and motivating each other. So you know what you can do. Like for me, I have a rule that works for me. Okay, and this rule I have broken it into 20. Like in my first 20 years, I make sure during this time I'm growing, and I mean growing mentally, emotionally. Like my first 20 years, I try my level best not to make a big mistake in my life. So I spend this time growing. Growing, I mean I learn, because you can't grow without learning. The only growth that happens by default is by age. Okay, you can grow by like after 1 year you're growing by age. You have to do nothing for it to happen.
Sure.
But some growth in life, like spiritual growth, or financial growth, or even mental growth or emotional growth, it has to come with you making a decision of improving yourself. Like you have to go for it. You get? And most of people, they are scared. They don't have that audacity in facing the reality. Like, okay, I'm going to spend a certain time to work on myself. Like even a day, or even 10 minutes in your day, or 20 minutes in your day, reading a book. Because I do believe food is for the stomach. I believe right now you ate during your breakfast, you ate during your lunch, and now supper you've already eaten. You come to find like you eat 3 times a day, but you can't read even 3 pages a day. Because food is for the stomach and it's for the mind.
I think you're attacking somebody here.
Exactly, because it's really very hard for you to manipulate a person who is sharp upstairs. because these people, they will just, they will know, like, okay, the people who are being manipulated, these are the people who have too much dreams more than common sense. Because once you have a lot of dreams more than common sense, you will always be manipulated. Because like, you are thinking, how am I going to get this house? How am I going to get this car? And once you get into this area, you are dreaming of big cars, you are dreaming of big houses, and you don't have that common sense. That common sense, like, okay, this is common sense. It's going to take me a while. Like, okay, let me have step 1, step 2. Like, you're going step by step by step. So what I was telling you is like, I have levels in my life. The first 20 years, the first 20 years, I make sure I learn during this period of time. The next 20 years, I focus into a certain niche. Let's say at this point, I come to understand myself. Like, I'm good in this, I'm not good in this. And I take the responsibility of doing what I'm good at. If I'm good at business, that is the time I focus on in business, because I know, like, I'm a business person and I'm going to focus on things concerning the business. Now you'll come to find most of the time what I'm talking about business and investment, because that is what I like. And the next 20 years, the last 20 years, I believe that is the age where I have to give it back to the community, because you have to influence other people, you have to lead other people, and you have to raise a certain generation that they will become the best version of yourself. Because if you come to find, like, you've become successful, but you've not influenced other people, you've not held the hands of other people, I think that is not satisfactory. And because for you to be satisfied is when somebody say, indeed, I am a person I am today because of Mr. Dennis. I am a person I am today because of so and so. But you come to find some people, they are growing, but they are not holding other people. And that is really very, it's not making sense.
How can we promote more realness in our community?
More realness is accepting the reality. That's what we've said. Okay, the realness, how you can promote realness in the society, it's living with purpose. Living with purpose. Once you have purpose in life, and this one, it was the founder of iPhone, Mr. Steve Jobs, once said this one. And he said once he was diagnosed that he had cancer, the doctor told him, go and put your things ready, you will die soon. And each day, early in the morning, Steve Jobs used to go before the mirror and asked himself, if today were my last day, could I do whatever I'm about to do? And if the answer was no for a long period of time, actually he could abort doing that thing. And this one, as having that sense of reality, because I do believe, Mr. Dennis, once you celebrate your birthday, once you celebrate the day you were born, it's better to celebrate while knowing who you are and the reason to why you were born. Because, Mr. Dennis, imagine the world without you. Who would have done this podcast? Just imagine the world without you. Because some people, they don't accept themselves because they don't know the power that they carry. Every person has the potential to become whoever they want to become, to get whatever they want to get in life, because you have that power and that audacity. The only thing that it's going to be needed is the patience and time. And the patience and time, these are skill. You have to master it, because you can't get pregnant and get a child after 2 days. It really has to take 9 months. 9 months. It really has to take 9 months for you to have a child, right? It really has to take 9 months for you to have a child, because that is a system. That's how God created it. So we have seasons in life. We have a season to plant and a season to harvest. We have a season to, let's say, for rain, and we have a season for dry season. And these seasons, they come twice. But most people, they don't discern. Because immediately you got your job, immediately you got an offer letter, just know there is a termination letter somewhere or a retirement letter. Just because you received just because you received an offer letter doesn't mean that there is no termination letter somewhere or a retirement letter. And some people, they see one season and they forget about another
About the
season.
other season.
And this one I came to learn from the story of Solomon, because we
Mm.
understand Solomon was the wisest man in the Bible.
Yeah.
And the Bible spoke about Solomon in the book of Proverbs, where he was he was on the top of his wisdom. So in the book of Proverbs, once you read, you'll come to find like Solomon was very wise. People, they were coming from everywhere to get advice from him. And he made a mistake in life, and the mistake he made is having many wives.
Yeah.
Okay?
And
And once he
concubines.
once he got many wives, he was confused, because immediately you're going to put yourself into that area, lacking satisfaction, lacking fulfillment. What will come next is confusion. And once you get into confusion, you're going to fall. And when Solomon was falling, that is when he came to write the book of Ecclesiastes. And in the book of Ecclesiastes, he has written everything. Like today, any youth who is undergoing any severe challenges or any severe problem, just read the book of Ecclesiastes.
I
Because
didn't
you're
know
going
that.
to
I didn't
learn
know that.
a lot. Because Solomon said, under the sun, there is nothing new.
I think the youths, you can hear that.
Yeah, for real. Under the sun, there is
Ecclesiastics.
nothing. Ecclesiastes, yeah.
Wow,
Ecclesiastes, once you get to chapter 3, verse 1, it says, there is time to plant and
And the
time
time to sow.
to sow. There is time for rain seasons, and there is
for the
time
drought.
for drought. So once you are in your time for rainy season, just be prepared mentally that dry season is
It's
coming.
coming.
So most people, once they are in their rainy season, they forget that
The
there
drought
is a
is on
season
the
of
way.
drought that is on the way. And they waste themselves,
Mm-hmm.
they waste their time, they waste their the finances, they waste whatever they have, because they don't know that tomorrow there is something that is coming. Yeah. So it's all about lack of purpose. Once you get into purpose of what you want and what you want to achieve, what you want people to know you, like your name is your brand. Why you want people to remember you, that's
Yeah.
the why. The why will answer that question of purpose. Yeah.
So when you say something to do with Ecclesiastes, I think you have challenged me,
Yeah.
and I'll take the level of spirituality to another level,
Exactly.
because I truly didn't know that.
Exactly.
I also
Solomon.
didn't know. I also didn't know that.
Solomon is
Okay,
the
I
one
knew
who
the
wrote,
book of Ecclesiastics,
Yeah.
but I didn't know the
but
other.
actually, I didn't know it that deeper. That it contains all the challenges that
Solomon
human
went.
any human can go through, or
Because-
any human is
yeah.
going through.
Yeah, because
you
you know,
know.
once you're doing everything well in life,
Mhm.
people, they will be clapping for you. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
He's very smart.
Yeah.
He's achieving his
Mhm.
goals. Anything
Mm.
he say he will do it.
Yeah.
And at that time, you're not learning. When you're facing challenges, when you're facing problems, at that time you're learning. Because at any time you're going, because the hardest moment in my life, those are the best moments. Because they create a resilience inside me. They create that audacity. Like any challenge I face today, I have that hope and audacity to overcome it. Because I remember back in 2007, there was a post-election violence in Kenya. My family and I were victims during that time. And I remember there was a very massive breakout of chickenpox. And while my dad was taking me to the hospital, we saw a lot of many bodies. They were lying on the roads, the human blood. It was very, very, very pathetic during that time. And this 2007, it really gave me a different trajectory in life. The trajectory that it gave me, it's like anything can happen at any time. So the question is, are you prepared?
How prepared are you?
Are you prepared for that season? Because if it has not happened, it doesn't mean it will not happen.
Yeah.
It will happen. Any season, it has two sides of it. I just want you guys to understand that. Once there is a good season, be prepared a bad season
Bad
is
season
coming.
is coming.
Once you are in a bad season, be hopeful that good season is
Will
coming.
come, yeah.
And once you have that hope and you have that faith that indeed that season is coming, and you work towards that faith,
Yeah.
it's only a matter of time before you get to where you want to get. Yeah.
I think we are
Sure.
running out of time, and would like to. I think you have something to say.
I think we've exhausted as well, because
Yeah. I
you've
have some
answered
few
most
more
of the
questions.
questions as
Yeah.
well.
I have some few more questions, and one of it is, Actually, it's not a question. Like, just give our audiences or someone who thinks that he has to fake so that he can achieve something.
Okay.
An
What?
advice.
Yeah, sure. What I will tell you, people, like from the I'm doing marketing, and during marketing, once you're marketing a product and you are exaggerating the features or the importance of that product, you will fear another person finding out the truth. Let's say you are marketing the phone and you're saying this phone can do so and so, this phone can take pictures at night without light, this phone can do this, and at behind your mind, you know, like whatever you're saying, you're like, that thing, you will fear another person to finding out the truth, because at the end of the day, they have to find the truth. So the best way to market anything, the best way to market yourself is to be truthful, because once you are truthful, you are peaceful. You have the peace. You're not being scared somebody else finding out the truth. But you see these people who fake life, they are always tensed. They will be like, okay, maybe somebody's seeing me. Yeah, they will live. And why should you live such kind of life? You don't have the freedom to walk just, you know,
Boldly.
my confidence is based on whatever I'm saying is the truth. And most people, whatever they are into, like, is because of the content they consume in social media. Because I do believe as content creators, we give the content based on our understanding. We give the content based on our experience, based on our ideologies, based on our philosophies. But what if our philosophies are wrong?
We are
going to create a followership that is going to be confused, because whatever we have given them is not a reality. Now you can see content creators who have massive followership, they are leading people into a pit. And people, they are following them loyally. Like, okay, because some people, they have fans. And that's why I hate having fans. Because I normally tell people, there is no need to raise fans. I'm raising leaders. I need a person to become a leader. And for me, the way I define leadership as the audacity, the ability to focus on your level of specialization and improving your level of specialization so that you can solve a problem and serve humanity. By the way, that is leadership. Leave about all the definitions. People are going around looking for people to lead. They will tell you, follow me on the internet, follow me on social media. That is not leadership. That is not like going around asking people to follow you. People are not foolish. People, they follow results. And people, once they discern that you are producing results in life, they will follow you abundantly.
So we should say, if you find this information productive, follow Desert Vibes
and share.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Right?
for real.
Instead of saying, follow us.
Exactly. They have to make their own decision.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, so I have 3 more things, finally.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you could go back and do one thing differently, choosing authenticity over appearances, what would it be?
Actually, in that area, choosing authenticity over appearance, it will be in a love life, okay? In a love life mostly, because once we get into a relationship, that first week, the both parties, they will fake, okay?
Yeah.
Everybody will start acting nicely, because at that point,
I don't fake. I think that's why I'm not in.
Okay, because okay, that's why. Because actually, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I got
now
your point.
You've met somebody, right? And you are in that level of knowing each other. You know, now everybody will start acting nicely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she will act nicely to you. I'll act nicely to her, right?
Yeah.
And during this moment, that point, people are just faking. People are just faking. But anything that I know, give time. After time will always reveal a good person and a bad person.
Yeah.
Time will always reveal a false person and authentic person. So everything, just give it time. Exactly. Time will reveal everything.
Yeah, to add on that,
Yeah.
I think we should be real just from the start.
Yeah, sure.
If you have the ego, just show it from the starting point.
Exactly. So that
if you have the black side of your life, tell them the black side of your life. If they can handle it, well and good. If they can't handle it, let them leave.
Yeah, sure.
Because why should you fake to be nice, I think it's good to be real from the start.
Yeah.
Like show your ego from the start. Show your true characters from the start.
Yeah, sure.
If he or she can handle it, well and good. If he can't handle it or she can't handle it, then let him leave.
Yeah.
Because why should you be nice at the first place, and then after a few months or maybe
You show your true color.
after you've already tasted the honey, and then now you start showing your true colors.
Yeah.
I love
I
the
think
way
it's good to be real from the start,
from the
because
start.
it haunts you when you're in the relationship, and you get you react, you start manipulating the person. That's how manipulation starts in a relationship.
Yeah.
You fake you, or you fake yourself
Yeah.
when you're at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then later the person come to realize that, so I thought you were a good person, but I think it's a no. You know,
just a no. Yeah.
good to be real.
Yeah.
So let's people be real.
Exactly.
Let's not fake. Tell that person the black side
Yeah.
of your life.
Yeah, sure.
If they can handle it, well. If they
Oh.
can't, let them leave.
Yeah.
They usually say fake it until you make it, but I don't believe in this analogy, and I truly love the way Paul usually talk about relationship. If you mention anything to do with relationship, count him in.
Wow, that's amazing. He has the experience,
I
right?
think
He has the experience.
That's awesome.
yeah, I think I would say relationships has revolved around me.
Oh.
I've encountered a lot of like relationship stories, not experiences, but also stories.
Yeah, stories, yeah.
I have also been in a relationship, so I know most. I've been nice
Yeah.
to so many. I've been nice to so many,
Yeah.
and I've not changed, but I have really accepted myself.
Yeah.
So I will tell you the darkest part of my story. If you can't take it, just leave it.
Yeah, sure.
And I think that's how people come to develop like that realness.
Yeah.
They come to like you because of like your real real story
Yeah,
about
this
yourself.
guy's
you
real.
know.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I don't think there is anyone who will tell the truth. Okay, most of the people don't like the truth,
Yeah.
but I don't think 70% will side with the false thing. 70% of people will side with the real thing.
Yeah.
And from that point, they will accept that
Yeah.
this happened, and that's it. For example, people are dating, they have baby mamas. They don't want to tell their new partners that they have baby mamas.
Yeah, sure.
Tell that partner, you have a baby mama.
Yeah.
Yes. And if she can't handle it, well and good. If she can handle it, then well and good.
I truly don't like this topic to do with relationship because I'm always I'm too real. Because I have a friend of mine. I was telling him that I truly don't know how my relationship life is, and he asked me how I usually deal with the thing. I told him I usually tell the truth because I truly don't want to fake something on a person. Then later on, she will come and say, "Oh, Dennis is so and so and so and so." If she will fake, I can truly say, "You faked your life. Please let me go." But for me, I won't have any excuse. And he said, "Ndo maana upatangi." And I was like, "Bro, it's not about that.
Yeah.
It's about having someone who is genuine,
Yeah.
someone you can count on.
Yeah.
You know, someone who is real to you.
Yeah.
It's not only just knowing that you are in a relationship, because you can be in a relationship where you don't know why you are in a relationship.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so many people are in a relationship but they don't know what they want with the relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Kwa nini uko kwa relationship? Manze, nampenda. Why do you love her? Is she doing anything? Wait. Are you doing anything for her? Like, how will she benefit from you? Forget about what you are benefiting from her, or what she will benefit from. What you will benefit from her.
Yeah.
Is she benefiting from the relationship? If it's a no, then end this relationship,
Yeah,
man.
you're
Say,
just
yeah,
wasting
I don't
yourself.
like this because I can become very violent on a podcast when we talk of relationship. Because let's not talk about that. So my
Most of the guys, let me tell you something.
yeah.
That how men fake
In
life.
few words.
How men fake life.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies or their girlfriends will ask for money. Their girls will ask for money, and they don't want to say that they don't have money.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be. It's like they are looking for validation or stuff. If you don't have money and she's asking for money, just tell her, I don't have money.
Yeah,
I don't have money at this point. just look for another for someone else who can help you.
When it
Instead
comes
of
to
like,
money,
okay, like let me see what I can do. There is nothing you can do at that particular point.
Yeah.
If you don't have money, you don't have money.
Yeah.
Tell her you don't have money. Whoever it is, maybe your brother or your. Okay, there are some people like your mom or your dad, and maybe your brother or your sister, and the situation also matters a lot.
Yeah.
Sure.
But if just something like, just they have to make them assume that, okay, if this person was not employed, what could I have done today?
Yeah.
So I think that's where we as men, we fail, because we want to look for, like, we want to be there for everyone.
We want to look
But
for
people,
justification.
justification, but people are not there for us. That's why most of the men, you'll hear men die of stress,
Depression.
depression,
Yeah.
because they want to please everybody. You cannot please everybody. Yeah,
People
especially when it
pleasers.
comes to money.
Yes, Mr. Paul, whatever you've said,
Mhm.
and that thing, I cannot please everybody in my life,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And that one, I always please the people who are loyal to me.
Yeah.
The people who are truly loyal, because I do believe like love is unconditional. Like you can just fall in love without any conditions. Like you meet somebody, she's beautiful, you got attracted to her and fall in love. But trust is conditional.
Yeah.
You have to
The
meet
trust
a
now.
certain condition for trust to happen.
Yeah.
And at this point now, when you're coming to get like you're trusting somebody, it's like you've seen something inside them. And that thing, it has to come with time.
Yeah.
You can't see somebody in the first day and you've trusted them.
Yeah.
Let it be like there's some refraction, and you go through that refraction together without leaving each other. Like you people you are connected into the bigger picture. You have that picture of the kind of person you want to become, like of the kind of people you want to become as a couple. And once you have that picture, it's like you're going to be more realistic to push into your reality.
Yeah.
Other than like trying to fake life, you bringing the money inside, her bringing whatever she brings inside.
I think that is also faking, because sometimes you'll have to strain for you to get the money so that you can impress her. She'll have to strain so that she can impress you. So I think sometimes being real, it's actually good.
Not
Mostly when it
sometimes.
comes
All
to
the time being
all the
real is
yeah,
the best
all
thing.
the time.
Yeah.
Mostly when it comes to relationship, and this matter is really affecting a lot of youths. By the way,
Yeah,
this
sure.
one goes to the youths. Finally, anyway, this second last. What's one thing you challenge our listeners? Like, can you challenge our listeners actually to do for this week? By the way,
for real.
Yeah.
Okay, in this week, spend. I face which camera?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You can face the main camera.
Yeah. Okay. In this week, what you're going to try to do?
The cameras are too many.
Try to spend time reading books, because at the end of the day, the books are going to build your mind. The books are going to open you to see things differently, because the exposure that you've gotten right now in Qatar, I do believe like once God wants to help you, He will travel with your mind. He will take you into a different environment. And this one, it happened to the story of Abraham. The good book do say, God told Abraham, go to the land that I will show you, and I will transform your life. And immediately transformation happened to Abraham. And at the end, once you read in Genesis chapter 30 coming down, the Bible do say Abraham was rich, right? So this one is really very important. Like, spend time reading books. Spend time consuming contents that are improving your life. Consume content that are making you a better person. Consume content that is connected with the bigger picture that you want to become in future. Instead of going through the contents that are just making you happy or are just making you to feel connected. Because right now, if
eroding your growth.
Exactly. Right now, if you go on TikTok and try to search Kenyans in Qatar, do you know what it will bring? It will bring Kenyans partying. It will bring Kenyans dancing. Most of the content, that is what it will bring.
Yeah.
You cannot find the content that is bringing conversation like this one.
Yeah.
The conversation that is going to challenge a youth to raise his bar. Because all I always tell people, always hang out with people who are better than you,
Yeah,
with people
yeah.
who are greater than you,
Mhm.
with people who are smarter than you, because they will compel you into another level. Let's say, for example, if you are a cleaner today, you are not destined to become a cleaner the whole of your life. There's some life-changing events that can happen to you that it will come to be like, is not about what you did, but is about who you met.
Okay.
And for you to meet someone like I met you people is because we have something in common. We are desiring to improve ourselves. We are desiring to see that our life is counting. We know who we are, and we are pushing towards that goal. And that's why we came together, because we have something in common. And you can see some other people, they will go somewhere common. They have something common with themselves. Let's say these people are gossipers. You will always find them
Gossiping.
together, gossiping. So I will tell Kenyans, or I will tell anybody who is watching us right now, know that there are a lot of things we can do. Let's say like the Kenyan community that is in Qatar right now. There are a lot of items and products that are available in Kenya that are not available in Qatar. Is that something you can do? Right now, I know we have smart people here in Qatar. We have most people who are graduated, most people who are well learned. But because of that lack of the motivation, and because of the internet that has shaped education to be like it does not matter, that has shaped trying to improve yourself, it seems like you're wasting time, that has shaped different things. And these people, they have a mission.
Yeah.
They have a mission, and the mission is to make sure that you don't grow to your level to get to achieve the greater things in life. You come to find like you are a follower in all of your life. You are just escorting people to their destinies, and your own destiny is growing rust. And that's where most of the people are right now.
Okay.
If you are a cleaner, immediately you finish your duty, please spend even 3 hours in your day, learn a skill. Learn a skill, because this skill at the end of the day, it's going to change you to become somebody that other people can resonate with, somebody who other people can recognize. Learn skills, build yourself, improve yourself. Just have this at the back of your mind, that this is not the end, because Qatar is a very good environment. First, by the reason that you have arrived here, that is a God favor.
Yeah.
Anybody right now who is in Qatar, by that is a God favor, because there are a lot of people who wanted to be in this land, but they are not in this land. Because see, this land is the richest land, is among the richest countries around the world, and also it's the secured country around the world. So you have to look at how can this one be advantageous to my life.
Yeah.
If this place is safe, meaning I can do a lot of stuffs. Like at night, I can attend, do some other stuffs. Maybe you can do gyms. You can train people in the park, because it's safe. Because there are some places quite 1 a.m. you can't go outside, because it's really true. You can get people, they will kill you or they will attack you. But being in Qatar 1 a.m. You're safe. You're not scared of anything. So if you are somebody, you have that dexterity of a mind to become a bodybuilder or something, you can use that time to do yoga or some other stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, the director is saying we have done it too long. So you
Yeah.
said something to do with people you work with. I remember the podcast that we had. Haifa said, if you work with 5 fat people, allow me to use the word fat. 5 fat people, you are the 6 who will become fat.
Very
So when you work with 5 financial people who have attained their financial stability, 5 of them, you will become the 6th one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, and you can tell us about your
You
books.
work with 5 plumbers.
You become the 6th
sixth
plumber.
one. That is very true. Yeah, sure. Okay, about my books,
and your social medias.
and social media.
Yeah.
Okay, I started writing my book immediately once I arrived Qatar, and this is the time I was working in Wokud, by the way.
Wow.
Wokud. That was the first job that I came with. And after my duty, I came to find out like I had a lot of free time, and I was like, this free time, what can I do with this time? Because I do believe in economics, we know time is money.
Yeah,
Time
is
is money, and once it's gone, time is is a capital. Time is a commodity. You can use time to purchase something.
An asset.
And once I learned that thing early enough, once I arrived in Qatar, I spent that time writing the books. So I spent most of my time learning, because you can't teach from ignorance. You have to rise into another level so that you can influence other people. So immediately I learned. After learning, I started writing the books to influence other people. And the books mostly, they were focusing on 3 areas. The first area was self-improvement. I just want to see people are being transformed, because right now I know a lot of people, they are undergoing severe challenges and they don't know how to get out of it. You come to find, like, once a person arrived in Qatar, they lack the next path that they will follow, because now you've come, you've gotten the job, you don't know the next 5 steps that you're going to take, you don't know the next 10 steps that you're going to take. Now you find yourself in a dilemma. You find yourself, I'm getting the money. Should I invest this money, or should I start building the house? Should I take my girlfriend outside, or should I start doing something? And you come to find these are the people who ends up being manipulated. There was a scheme that happened in 2024. And that scheme, by the way, a lot of people, they lost a lot of money. They lost their lifetime saving in that scheme. It came like, invest in something, after 3 months you'll have a lot of money, and people, they were pulled into it. They invested their money and they wasted their money. Later on, another scheme also came that was taking people to Canada. Here in Qatar, there was a company that was called Crosslink. And that company also, it wasted a lot of people. We had some cases, some ladies, they were working in housemaids. They lost a lot of money into that scheme. They thought like this agency could take them in Canada. Once you've come in Qatar, accept the reality you are in Qatar. That, first of all, accept it as a reality you are in Qatar. Set it at the back of your mind that you're in Qatar. That is the thing that you desired God to help you to come in Qatar. I don't see the need, after arriving in Qatar, immediately you've not completed even 6 months, you start dreaming of going to Canada. But that is not real. Because you just want to do things very fast, then it's normal. That is not normal. It has to take a period of time. So truly spend some few time to build yourself in that level. After that level, immediately, automatically, you will graduate into another level.
So our time is kind of out.
So
just say your social medias and we wrap this thing up.
For real. Sure. On social media, follow me at Ibrahim Orenge in all the social media platforms. Ibrahim Orenge on Twitter, Ibrahim Orenge on Instagram, Ibrahim Orenge on Facebook, Ibrahim Orenge on X, and every other social media account.
Hopefully, we will bring you to talk about the book. You said the book is under publishing, whatever. So, ensure you follow him on his social medias. We will post his social medias on our social media, and follow us on our social media platforms at Desert Vibes Ambassadors. And the other social medias at Desert Vibes Podcast. Stay locked. It's a wrap.
And thank stay real in your social medias.
Be real.
Be authentic.
Be authentic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Pleasure.